Robert Musyoka, live from Nairobi, Kenya, and I welcome you all my viewers in Kenya and around the world to the J. Ulysses Show. This show aims at taking major issues that are important all over the globe and take a deep look at matters concerning art and culture, health, education, and politics, and how they affect all, irrespective of where you reside from. At first, we are going to dive into the major stories on the current ongoing around the world. President Putin on that day said the West was trying to hold back the increasingly powerful Russia during an end of the year press conference that took aim at sanctions and made up spy scandals. Domestic concern also loomed large at the annual event after President Putin's approval rating took a beating in recent months over unpopular pension reforms. Asked about the Western sanctions against Moscow, Mr. Putin said they were connected with the growth of Russia's power. A powerful player appears who needs to be reckoned with. Until recently, it was thought there was no longer such a country, he said. From behind a large wooden desk to an increasingly hundred of journalists. On to the next story. Indian journalist jailed after Narendra Modi Facebook post an Indian journalist has been jailed for a year after he criticized the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, on Facebook. In the latest example of what critics claim is a clampdown on free speech, Mr. Wanken was arrested on November in remote northeastern state of Manipur under draconian law that allows authorities to detain anyone for up to a year without a trial. The 39-year-old television journalist accused of posting an inflammatory social media video in November in which he accused Mr. Modi and State Chief Minister Mr. Biren government of promoting right-wing Hindu ideology in the region. Local media say he called Mr. Singh a puppet of Mr. Modi and of the RSS, an hardline Hindu group and ideological member of Mr. Modi's ruling party. In another news, do you even lift? Do you know the right way to work out? You have probably heard countless times how exercise is good for you, but did you know that it actually helps you feel good too? Getting the right amount of exercise can rev up your energy levels and even help improve your mood. Exercise causes the body to make chemicals that help a person to feel good. Exercise can help people sleep better. It also helps some people who have mild depression and low self-esteem. Plus, exercise can give a person a real sense of accomplishment and pride at having achieved a certain goal, like beating an old time in the 100-meter dash. This may not seem important now, but your body will thank you later. For example, a weakening of the bones can be a problem as people get older. Weight-bearing exercise like jumping, running, or brisk walking can help keep bones strong. Like other muscles, the heart enjoys a good workout. Aerobic exercise is a type of exercise that gets the heart pumping and gets you breathing harder. If you play team sports, you are probably getting at least 60 minutes or more of moderate to vigorous activity on practice days. Some team sports that give you a great aerobic workout are basketball, football, lacrosse, hockey, and rowing. But if you don't play team sports, and don't worry, there are plenty of way stronger exercise for aerobic. These include running, swimming, dancing, skating, tennis, walking quickly, which strengthen the heart and other muscles. Isn't the only important goal of exercise. Exercise can also help the body to stay flexible, mean that your muscles and joints stretch and bend easily. When picking the right type of exercise, it can help to consider your workout personality. For example, do you like to work out alone and on your own schedule? If so, solo sports like running, biking, and snowboarding could be for you. Or do you feel like shared motivation and accomplishment that comes from being part of a team? School sports, they may be champions leagues, club teams, and pick-up games that are great ways to stay active with others. Do you even lift? Zawadi on Twitter said that everyone could at least do an activity to keep their joints strong. Let us head over to our feature segment and see what our correspondent, Mercy Ahmed, has for us. Mercy, what do you have for us today?
Thank you very much, Robert. I can hear you loud and clear. You also need to plan around practical considerations, such as whether your chosen activity is affordable and available to you. Such activities may be horse riding, which may be harder for other people who live in cities. You'll also want to think about how much time you can set aside for your sport. It's a good idea to talk to someone who understands the exercise, like a coach or fitness expert at a gym. He or she can get you started on a program that's right for you and your level of fitness. Doctors know that most people benefit from regular exercise, even those with disabilities or medical problems like asthma. If you have a health problem or other concerns, like being overweight or being out of shape, talk to your doctor before beginning any exercise plan. Considering the benefits to the heart, muscles, joint, and mind, it's easy to see why exercise is wise. And the great thing about exercise is that it's never too late to start. Even small things can count as exercise when you're starting out, like taking a short bike ride, walking the dog, or raking leaves.
On our SMS line, Matendichere James said that working out makes him feel awesome. Today, in our discussion panel, we have some experts who are going to give us a deep insight into these issues and ensure that we address them once and for all. With me, the three gentlemen, we are going to break down and give you insights one at a time. We are going to begin with the third Mombasa Strongest Man 2017, second Nairobi Strongest Man 2018, second Kamukunji Strongest Man 2018, and top 10 Kenya Strongest Man Finals 2018, and the youngest finalist both in 2017 and 2018, Mr. Matthew Nyasura. Another panelist in our show today is a basketball player, Mr. Timothy Muzaliwa. Finally, and not least, we have Warren Maluga, a fitness enthusiast and a trainer.
What's the best exercise for anyone who wants to train for either strength, endurance, or hypertrophy?
The single best exercise?
Yeah.
How about I give two exercises?
Oh, sure.
Upper and lower. So for lower body, obviously, you pick the deadlift because it's the most taxing compound movement to work your legs, back, posterior chain laying around your stomach, legs and stuff. And then for upper body, I'd say the pull-up. Pull-up will build nice biceps, who doesn't like big biceps, and good shoulders and back. Yeah.
So what about you, Mr. Timothy?
Endurance, when you do endurance exercises, it basically you need to train with light weight, and you need to increase the number of sets that you do, the number of reps, and also the number of sets. But when you train for mass, you want to gain mass, you need to train with a little bit heavier weight and decrease the number of reps as well as sets.
Warren, what's your take on this? Same issue.
If you want to train for strength, it have to be weightlifting, obviously, because that's you conditioning your body to deal with the stress of lifting heavier weights. If you want to go overall endurance and stamina, I'd suggest maybe exercises like running, long distance, or cycling, or swimming, anything that gets the heart rate going.
Do exercise vary according to one's body type? Mesomorph, ectomorph, or endomorph?
Personally, I do not believe there's such a thing as those endomorphs and ectomorphs, because yes, on paper it makes sense, but you pick someone and look at them, you'll always see that they have traits across the board. So you'll see someone who has a fast metabolism, so you can say they're maybe an ectomorph. But then again, they're short, so they're a bit of a mesomorph. So there's really, personally, I don't believe there's such a thing as ectomorph, mesomorph. I feel like the basic fundamentals of physical training are applied to everyone across the board.
Mr. Timothy?
As for me, I have a sort of an athlete body. I don't really grow fat, nor decrease weight. Since I started coming to the gym, I just came here and started training normally. I don't think it depends, it varies on the body type.
And Warren?
I mean, it is a factor because different people have different body types, which will make them lift different weights at different paces. But with enough training, I believe that anyone could essentially lift as heavy as anyone else if that's what they want and if they're willing to go that far.
Matthew, final remarks.
I'd say one phrase, which is 2 words, dive in. And that's what I did. Just dive in, do not have big expectations, just show up day one and say, done day one, let's see how things will be after. I give it 90 days, that's 3 months, 3.5 months. You just dive in, show up, don't have major expectations, just show up and put in the work. Then see after 3 months, you'll see a big difference because after 3 months of consistency, the body usually just changes. The composition of the body will change. So even your eating patterns will change, your appetite will change, your metabolism rate will change. So just show up day one. And one thing I always tell people is that even if you're having a bad workout, you're still overlapping everyone who's sitting at home. So even if it feels hard, you're still doing way better than that other person just sitting at home.
What about you, Mr. Timothy?
You need to keep away from fat. Anything that has so much oil, fries, especially fries. I know fries is, you just can't get away from fries, but as much as you can, you need to avoid fries.
Mr. Warren?
In terms of dieting, if someone wants to gain weight, I'm assuming they want to gain muscle. And if that's the case, a lot of proteins would be good for that because those are what muscles are made out of. You would also need a lot of carbohydrates just for energy, but you would have to closely watch how much of that you're taking because it could lead you to getting a lot of fat.
Well, I believe this panel has given us a proper insight on the situation on the ground and how we could possibly bring the issue to an end once and for all. Dive into the fitness world and just do it. You don't have to lift weights to make your muscles and bones strong. Different types of exercise strengthen different muscles groups. For example, your arms, try rowing or cross-country skiing, pull-ups and push-ups. Those all gym class standbys are also going to build our muscles. For strong legs, try running, biking, rowing and skating. Squats and leg raises also work the legs. For abdominals or the core strength or the tummy, you can't beat rowing, yoga or pilates, plugs and crutches. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Remember to let's keep the conversation going on my social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook, fan page at JUlysses. And on my SMS line, which is 0799 865 988. Also remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is at JUlysses. Let us support our all and propel each other to greater heights of prosperity in Kenyan arts and culture. Have a lovely time and look out for my next episode. I've been your host, Mr. Robert Usioka. Bye.